Good evening. Hi there. Hi. It is me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring us messages of direction using the energies of the daily moon cycle and of the planetary aspects surrounding us. This message is timeless as energy is cyclical. However, if you do find anything today that's specific for your messages today, please do hit that like button for me. Share your energy with me by subscribing. And the best tip ever is to share my channel with other like-minded souls. Miss Peg, Miss Diana, hi, hi, hi. How are you? So before I get into today's notes, if you haven't had a chance, they're in the chat box as well. But I wanted to tap back into what I pulled for last night because I was like, whoa. I did not even realize that this surrender card, it is on the front cover of the thumbnail. And I did not realize that this painting by Izzy Ivy was called A Star is Born. So I've been talking about the soul star chakra here, which is today iridescent energy of the 8th chakra. Now that is above our crown. So that means no ego is involved. It's more coming into the spiritual light. Hey, Mr. Brett, thank you so much. So this is all about, I did talk about a balsamic moon, which we are also in here until we get to that new moon on Sunday. And this is about trust, letting go, free flow, receptivity. It's yin energy. It's the inner knowing, intuition, right? That's not ego. Synchronistic opportunities, getting out of our own way, the path of least resistance, and allowing who we are to naturally flourish. So we try to be more by doing less. And that's just such a beautiful energy. And again, Izzy Ivy from the Beyond Lemuria deck titled this A Star is Born. So perhaps we're getting ready to have some new rising stars come out here. Now, what was super, super cool, this energy that was in the environment, reclaiming our energy. I don't know that I've heard this word in a while, recapitulation, which is a meaning for a shamanic meaning. Okay, it's part of the shamanic practice, which is about recapturing and reuniting with lost fragments of ourselves. Recapitulation. There you go for a new word of the day, if that one is new to you. So if we hold a subconscious sense of obligation here to others, this is about overcoming triggers, overcoming shadow, which is where the South Node and North Node shifted into the first decan of Pisces and Virgo today. So the South Node is all about looking beyond our shadows. And here it is right here. So there is a description that is connected to my notes today. I did make a new graphic for the shift so everybody can get a better understanding of what the universe wants us to release, which is shadow, right? Looking for harmony within disorder. That means we can rise above the daily kind of chaos and understand the spiritual meaning of things. There's always a deeper meaning, right? Let me go ahead and set that sage over there. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that was so super cool. Now, I don't know that I've gotten this song before. Tequila makes her clothes fall off. So don't ask me. The song is the song is the song. Miss Judy Jude, how you like that? Tequila make your clothes fall off. Well, apparently that was by Joe Nicols. That was an album titled 3, which is the Empress energy of surrender, which is why I wanted to touch back on that. Today is the 15th, which is our devil energy or a boss babe, right? Because we can use the light side of that energy. We want to use it and not have it use us like a puppeteer. It's boss babe vibes. And speaking of boss babes, Shrish, when you watch later, because she's still at work, it's California time. Happy birthday, girl. Shrish the dish. I love you so much. So this was a #1 hit. It was released August 1st of 2025, which is an 817. So essentially that's an 88. Okay, this shakeup, this tower moment, right? And then I had the weirdest dream, you guys. I didn't even get a chance to look it up yet today. But there were I like woke up and I was on the frosty ground, like in the grass, and it's like dewy, but they were icy. And there were tons of frozen snakes everywhere. And they had the dew and the frost on them as well. And then some of them were starting to kind of wake up or come alive. And then I wrote, they were getting ready to thaw, to stir, like to wake up. And I wrote, frosted flakes, they're great. Instead of, I said frosted snakes. Are they though? I don't know. Tequila makes her clothes fall off. Maybe that's a metaphor for the snake shedding the skin as well. We shall see. But that is about release, right? Letting go, the shedding of that. Now, Venus has got it today. So that's what you see here on my notes, because her at this energy of a large aviary that we talked about when I got the I'm Like a Bird song early. It's about making known our awareness of signs and veiled metaphors. So whatever these kind of crispy snakes that are just waking up, we are getting ready to move from the fire snake into the fire horse in February. So I think maybe what this is in a combination of releasing and letting go of shadow, shedding 3D concerns when we understand the 5D realityness of it all. Okay. And she is making her signs known on top of Diana. So Diana is at 29 Capricorn, and that is a woman reading tea leaves. So that's about sharing our interpretations and our spiritual interpretations with others. So here we are together doing that. We do have our sun energy at the water sprite, which is the waterfall, with about allowing ourselves to feel the synchronicities, to start to understand what they are, dancing with the rhythm of life. I think that's when I got Shake It Up, Dance All Night a couple days ago. Now, why this is such a BFD, guys? Venus with those signs and veiled metaphors, making us aware. Okay. Venus is all about love, beauty, right? Romance, warmth, surrender. Again, feminine yin energy. This morning at 1:18, that was sextiling Daddy Saddy. So sextile is opportunizing. It's 2 signs away from us, ahead or behind us. And that is all about a fertile garden under the full moon. So this is about fulfilling desire. So tequila makes her clothes fall off. I don't know. We're getting something here. We're getting there. We're getting there. In addition, Minerva, who is the school of life, the wise women, right? The clever, the brilliantness of that asteroid is at 1 Scorpio. So we've just left that previous sign and we've moved to 1 Scorpio, which is about moving away from our beloved past and motivated by curiosity for a greater, grander, perhaps even more of a 5D experience when we understand how those work together. Now, remember that a trine means that all the earth energies are going to be flowing: water, air, fire. You've heard me talk about it a lot. A mature woman reawakened to romance. And I had to laugh when I was writing out that trine information, because with Venus here reawakened, the snakes were like reawakening. So, frosted snakes, I hope they're great for you. I hope they're great for all of us. Okay. And then last but not least, again, we had that big node shift. We're in the last decan of Pisces and Virgo there, running backwards through to about July. So we have shifted into integration. Okay. We're supposed to integrate these lessons, North Node, and the South Node is adaptation, letting go of what we've adapted to already. Okay. So all about moving into the new. So let's see where we go here tonight for a general reading. Hey, Miss Moni, Miss Kaylee, thanks for coming in. My favorite night of the week, Date Night Live. You guys get to put in your questions into the chat there. And any of you guys that has my personal phone number, if you, I was going to say text them to me so I have them in order, but just like every day, I have no idea where my phone is at any given moment. Okay. All right. Not surprised. Let's see what's up here with this tequila makes her clothes fall off. Well, if that's not fast, there we go. Ancestral wisdom, getting the lay of the land. We are integrating, coming up this mountain for victory, up to the top of the North Node and releasing the South Node. 34 might be a special number for you. That does add to a 7, which is a very spiritual, angelic number. Let's see what's coming in for you guys. We got, oh, look, guys, a hot lava. Hot lava's back. We've got hot lava down there on the bottom of the mountain. So perhaps what you are leaving behind here has burned you in the past. Maybe that was what was puppeteering you. We do have today's energy adding up to a 26. That also might be relevant for you. And here's that moon energy. We've got our new moon in Capricorn coming up on Sunday, 18 of the moon. And this is my, this energy feels to me like a king and queen of swords rising above the fray, rising up atop at the highest part, right? So we can see the landscape beneath us. You always want to get yourself to a higher elevation when we're lost. We want to take it higher, right? So let's see what's happening today with the cards. I already used my fire deck. We do still have the moon in Sagittarius. So let's see where we left off here at the last cleanse. There's the new leap of faith. You reach the mountain and you're ready to climb this next one. Whatever you have conquered or are about to conquer and finish out, you're already packed for your trip here. 5 of Pentacles, where you're leaving, hot lava, it was burned all up. There's nothing left. Okay, this 5 of Pentacles here, they are in the dark. They have that small light to light the way. But whatever you're moving away from, guys, this is my Peggy deck. So if you buy me a deck, just like I have a Monica deck and now I have a Peggy deck and I have a Peggy Oracle deck. So you're leaving behind what was no longer growing time, money, energy, resources. Here is a 7 of Cups energy, perhaps confusion about leadership. Where do I next direct my Mars energy, my masculine energy? And there is the new portal. So see how she's flying right in there. And I did talk about Minerva, the wise woman, the school of life asteroid. Doesn't matter, guy or girl, that is our yin part of ourself. The new portal, there's the wisdom that you've attained with the hermit, and that star sits inside of her lantern. So tempering pain into wisdom, I like that. And in this deck, this 4 of Swords has this cool, like moving to the center. What is that old? Getting to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. How many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? Well, looks like there's little Tootsie Pops there in the background. How many times have we tried? I don't care how many times we try, guys. On the split, there's the Empress. An Empress and Emperor always keep trying to elevate that energy. All right. Let's see here. What's happening for us? What tried to fly out there? There's that tower, whatever you're leaving behind. I just mentioned the 88. We also had another double number, which was is on my notes. It was a 77. Oh, yeah, the sun. So it was at 25 degrees 34. And that had me thinking, okay, well, 25 degrees is still a 7, as is 34 still denotes a 7, a 77. We saw the temperance energy of the 14. You guys are coming in as being the nurturers. I got my game on, I got my game face on. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. We just entered the last 5 degrees of that last decan. And this theme, until we finish out Capricorn energy, is all about mastery, boss babe energy. And here y'all are. Ancestral wisdom. You get in the lay of the land from a higher perspective at this point. What's driving you there? Oh, just a little card like the Lovers. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe, how many times I've used this deck, guys, with y'all, and I don't believe I've ever pulled live the Lovers here with ya. So that's something, isn't it? No, that's true. Ace of Swords. Okay. All right. So the situation is whatever you've been holding back on, whatever your creative energy, whatever you've been holding back on creating next, okay, is only going to be led forward there. We already saw the Ace of Swords by your own personal truth, that King and Queen of Swords energy that I feel with the eagle there. Now, the opportunity, Page of Cups. Is this not the cutest little flippin' Page of Cups? This little bunny. So Jupiter might be involved here, little bit of luck, little afternoon delight, perhaps. There's 2 rabbits here. So we got rabbits bookending whatever this is. Where are you going next? Whatever you're creating next, based on truth, is going to have this luck associated with it. Even though it's out of frame, I'm going to pull these out of the way just since they're kind of little cards. All right, detailed. Now, in the recent past here, yep, lesson learned. I'm ready for the new lesson, Ange. Ready for my close-up. Okay, what's guiding that Page of Cups? Victory. Okay, there's victory with love here. There's victory with an apology. There's victory with forgiveness. How many licks does it take? Look, I say stupid crap all the time, but it always comes out. Look, tell me that doesn't look like you're getting to the center of the Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. How many licks is it going to take? It doesn't matter as long as you keep on licking. Wasn't that an old Timex commercial? Something about licking and ticking? I don't know. Let's not go there yet tonight, guys. I say to you, as it's all your energy that makes me ornery. Well, it is. Okay, so what is guiding that Hierophant is 3 of Wands. I know how to manifest from a place of higher learning, from a place of spirituality, from a place of peace. The Pope is all about peace be with you. Okay, and I love that she's throwing the peace sign there even. There are looks like there's a lobster loose if you're not from Ohio. If you don't remember, was it Susie Wad? And they used to do, there's a lobster loose. So if you're from Columbus, shout out, and older, then you would know what I'm talking about there. You probably don't need, I probably don't need your help to make me ornery, but seriously, I'll be like, like meh, 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 and I'll get on with you guys, and then full of PNV and energy again. So I've said it before, like it's just kind of one of the few times I get to feel normal again and feel myself kind of coming back online. All right, what's driving the heart of this reading? I do like, there's the heart there of the 5 of Cups, Scorpio entering, Minerva entering the first decan of Scorpio, 5 of Cups. And again, that's about moving away from our beloved past and motivated by curiosity for a greater experience. Her feet are facing forward. She's just taking a little look-see back. Okay, nothing to worry, but nothing to see here. This is the School of Life asteroid, and that is following a recent past of all this higher learning. Okay, Venus energy there, of course, too, with today's aspects, because the Taurus power card is ruled by Venus. What's driving that look-see-back-see there at the heart of the reading? Your new journey. You're already on your way, the Fool. So anything that comes back from the pre-shuffle, before the cards before the cut, the why in the heck are we here of it, those are going to be of extra importance, especially at the heart of the reading. What's the near future here? What are we getting up in our head about? Eight of Swords. Am I sure this is the right decision? Your feet are already forward. You're already on path. Your bag's already packed. What's driving that Eight of Swords? Five of Pentacles, but I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of what goes bump in the night, Ange. Okay, so we've had this talk. MLK is coming up. We don't get to know. We don't get to know what the top of the staircase has. We don't get to know. That doesn't mean that we don't go when our bags are already packed, or that we get all wrapped up and our wings are clipped here, all jacked up. I think that's Gretchen Wilson. All jacked y'all up. It's only fear. It's a near future energy. So you do have the power to change that, because, again, the opportunity is driven by victory. Six of Wands. You know this is the right way to go. You're only pausing to look back here. But then it's like all of a sudden you get ready to head to the airport. You get ready to get in the car and you're like, but I'm afraid. Like, you have all that energy geared up and ready to go, and then there's like this little fear that can come in. It's only fear. That is something that you can talk yourself out of. You can ask for signs through meditation or on a spiritual walk. What is the block here? Throwing caution to the wind. I have a fuck it stick. I'm not yet using it. Okay, another rabbit. Look at that. We've got rabbits trining here, guys. Jupiter, luck. I've talked about, I feel like once Jupiter goes direct again, that this forward movement, but more especially the Taurus energy, maturity in relationships, experiencing a different kind of way to relationship, right? So why are you not throwing your fuck it stick? Seven of Cups. I'm confused. It's dark in there. What if I go in this new journey and I push that button and the door doesn't open that I thought was going to open? Well, push a damn another one. Okay, this is just fear. I know that's a big thing, but if your mind can talk you into such shenanigans, certainly our mind should be able to talk us out of such shenanigans. Now, in reverse, that is definitely emotional fragmentation. Okay, we can still be sad about a journey being over. We can still be sad about what got sucked up by hot lava, right? But with that new perspective, I think it's time for you to fly. And yeah, we don't want to get into this block energy, guys. The 18 to the 19 of the sun, this came out recently as well. Spiritual narcolepsy. Just by not going, by pausing, or by saying, yep, I just dusted off my fuck it stick and it's all polished up, ready to go. And then, as a matter of fact, it's a magic wand. And I'm just taking one look, see back, see, it is a magic wand. And then all of a sudden, we get in our head. Well, pages are all about messages. So Mercury energy is going to be Gemini, Virgo here. Let's look what's in Capricorn, Mercury and Capricorn. 2 awards for bravery, showing the recognition of heroic efforts of others, even those on different paths. You went one way, the old path went under with hot lava. It's time for that new journey. I can feel that you know it. If this is only like, instead of going, I am spoiled for choice, we can upright that confusion at any time. Okay. And again, we can still be divided on, yes, it's sad. Okay. I'm going to miss that, whatever that was. But we know we must still move on for our own spiritual growth. Otherwise, if we try to spiritual bypass and go, nope, I'm not going nowhere, so I'm afraid, you don't get to get out of the lesson anyway. We just sit around scared, wasting the pretty, as MJ would say, right? Let's look at what Spirit wants you to know here. They're saying, stop this foolishness of holding back. 5 of Wands. It's like the very first time I saw this deck, which is why I don't like to look up the meanings until I've gotten through all the cards. Carrot. Why a carrot? So 5 of Wands, Leo energy, jealousy, strife, competition, easy peasy there. But it's like this is infighting. We talked about the infighting because that 5 of Wands just showed up when I used the Souls on Fire decks. Speaking of, was sitting around wasting the pretty because we're scared. But what? Oh, the carrot for the rabbit. Dangling the carrot. The carrot is here. You can hold back and let your mind trip you up. But that again is a choice. It doesn't mean you're going to miss the scary part of having to move forward and leap. It just means you're going to do that inevitably, and eventually you don't have as much energy as you used to. Or maybe you're like, yeah, I'm not operating with the same mind and body as I used to. Yeah. But inevitably we're gonna have to go and do that. You'll feel it. My body is major time heating up like hot lava right now. Okay. If you're new here, my OGs are used to me getting flush and breaking out whenever I'm channeling messages, whenever I'm doing a reading. You can see my body heat up physically, visually. It's just the way it is. Don't be scared for me. I'm okay. If you're new. 8 of Pentacles is driving this 5 of Wands. This Spirit's telling me here, you are well versed in dangling the carrot at yourself. All right. And you keep fighting back on it. You are well versed here. You have 8 of Coins. You have all the power here to create and manifest the life you want. It's just going to require leaving what has already been burned up here. Okay, you're at the top of the mountain. Now it's time to fly. And you're like, but I'm scared to fly. Well, I mean, that's natural, but are we just going to sit and be scared for our whole lives to try something new? I hope not. Look at that. Pages, all 3 corners. The 4th corner is you guys are coming in as Queen of Pentacles, fueled by the Lovers. It is a choice. I'm not seeing, the only cups I see here is the opportunity for victory if we get out of our own damn head. Page of Swords in the outcome energy. I can't let that sit. The Chariot. Good. Okay. Page of Pentacles. All 4 pages here, you guys. It is time. It is time to reach for that happiest card in the deck of the Sun. Okay. I'm glad you're shifting your page energy, Pentacle to Pentacle. Opportunity is a sophomore. Okay, outcome starts as a freshman page, ends as a senior page or messenger, only by getting our ass moving, only by reconciling why. We got to peel back those layers. What is it that we're really afraid of? It's not just I'm afraid of the new. If we're afraid to leave behind, I'm getting, need to look at this again. What did we miss? Okay. Oh, that lavender purple energy, the seahorses. Hody do. We're holding a subconscious sense of obligation to others. What are the fragments of self that we gave away before we came into this awareness of, I'm ready to go? You know, we can call back that power, right? With an incantation. If we're going to own our power, it is where you put your energy is certainly your choice. Okay. This is overcoming triggers through self-awareness. What is triggering the fear, guys? What is triggering the fear? That is a gift. If you are triggered, yes, if you are triggered by something, stop and pause. If you have a reaction that is off kilter with the stimulus, that is the popcorn kernel to follow. That's the gift of, there's something for me to peel back and look at here. So it's our energy is our responsibility. And if we've given it away, we've given away our power to fear, okay, then that fear is controlling us. We are not controlling our emotions. They're controlling us. So it's just saying you have the power to own your energy and choose where to direct it. Detach from situations and environments that trigger drama and anxiety. Okay. Or from people that are not healthy for you. It's time to make the shift. Victim mentality is no help. So only we have the power to transform our lives and choose healing and self-empowerment. It's time to kickstart the upward spiral to abundant life and soul purpose. Okay, so there's a reason they like stop me in my tracks here to have a relook at that card. Okay, well, outcome energy, what's fueling this new learning or Page of Swords? You learn something pretty fast here. What are we learning by the triggers? 9 of Wands, how to break a pattern. See how that circle is broken? Okay, this is a smaller energy of the devil frequency. Okay, it's patterns over and over and over again. When we're subconscious, when the patterns are subconscious, we have no idea what's driving us. We react to things instead of responding. So what your Page of Swords is about is you're listening to this reading today, or you've been, my OGs have heard me say it a million times, follow that trigger down. Because if you've done it once, you can do it before. This is all self here. And look how quickly, once you get in your chariot, we're getting up to senior of the class here. Okay. So driving, what you're learning, observing, and studying is what pattern am I breaking? What's driving the chariot? Today's energy of the star. Wow. The soul star chakra. And I like how they incorporate temperance into this card. Very, very cool. Awesome. So double major arcana. What is fueling that Page of Pentacles? Told you. I just said you got to go and reach for that sun. We get from a freshman to a senior very, very quickly. And look what's driving it. And another seahorse. This is a change of role. Okay, it's just a new energy, guys. It's not scary, it's just unfamiliar. Okay, I promise. It's just unfamiliar. Why the Eight of Cups? What are you afraid you're going to lose here? Like you're making up this big scary thing. What are you afraid of? Five of Swords. People will use mean words to hurt me. Well, excuse me. Two of Swords. What are you afraid of? Two of Swords. I'm afraid of making the choice. I'm stuck at the crossroads. No. Okay, the Hanged Man. That's why I don't move anywhere or do anything. Eight of Wands. I'm waiting for more communication before I rocket man out of this place. You don't need more information. You already know, like you feel it in your body, guys. I promise you, you feel this. Who I'm reading for here, you already done decided. You're just taking a look back, and then this is a trigger, near future. And you know, also, the good part of triggers is that it helps us realize when we beat it because we do not react. We instead pause, choose whether or not to respond or not, choose whether to take whatever was done or said personally, because it's never about us. It's about the projection of the other person who is acting through their subconscious triggers. Okay, so it feels like what this is here is it's a test. Like, and you're going to pass it. Eight of Wands. We just have Sagittarius there, Black Moon Lilith moving into Saggy at two men playing chess. What's your next move? In chess, yes, you're going to take some hits with the moves that you choose. Okay, but it's for a longer path. Right? Sometimes we know we got to get kicked back a couple steps in order to make it where it is that we really want to go, where that rocket's going. Okay, so this crossroads is not is a trigger, an upcoming trigger, guys. You can get in your head about it and do the old way and let it bother you and ruminate over and over about it, or we can notice, I ain't doing that anymore. I'm trusting my intuition, High Priestess. Hot damn. Wow. What are you trusting your intuition about? Hanged Man energy, seeing something from a whole new 180 perspective. The Devil. My patterns, what I say. Exactly what I said. And what is this Rocket Man taking you to? Two of Cups. You already know this is going to be good because you know where you've been, or whatever this is. This reading is for you. Whatever lesson you've learned, a big one here. This was a whopper. So if you're like, I haven't really learned any, then perhaps this reading isn't for you just for today. But this is a whopper of a lesson, guys. This is when Uranus, the shock, entered Taurus energy, and I'm telling you, when that goes direct, those of you who think you're too antiquated for love, nope, that is not what's happening here. Okay, you're beating the trigger. You're beating the trigger. The carrot's going to be dangled in front of you. What Spirit wants you to know, that carrot's going to dangle in front of that lucky Jupiter to try to thwart you with the devil. You ain't falling for it. You don't have to fall for it. Okay, you already traversed the hot lava. You already been through whatever this was. Okay, I got no towers here, but I've got the star and the sun, Two of Cups, and the Lovers, and the truth helping you. This is about our own truth. All right, you got victory here. Come on, wherever you're going, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It feels really, really nice. This is all our own self undoing here. All right. Hey, AD, how are you? You say it feels so weird how becoming myself feels. that, that means that We haven't been able to see ourselves for a little while. I mean, it's like when you get, bam, I was telling somebody, I think when we were doing tech the other night, it was like, felt like that Bobo the Clown, like that little, that little blow up dude thing that you punch and it like has to get right back up. That was 2025 for me. So that was a wallop of, I ain't got control of nothing except my own energy, my own ability to respond instead of react. At the end of the day, that's all we got. All right, I'm going to go back through here and look for, if you put your question in early, if anybody is able to give me an order of those, that would help me out because, you know, I get sidetracked. Miss Moni Moni. Okay, you're saying pick me, Kaylee. Do you have a question or just a general overall? I'm gonna get my pen and paper out here for you. Okay, pick you. I'll come back and see if you have a question there, Kaylee. If not, I'll just do general for you. Okay. Coming down. The Tony the Tiger. No, you did not, Diana. From Frosted Flakes, they're great. If you miss me talking about the frosted snakes, if we have it like we're getting ready to stir, if you feel like you've been frozen a bit in fear, I think your energy's starting to stir and come back awake here. You did mention Tony the Tiger. That's great. Hello, Minnow. Is it Minnow or Mino? If your birthday is June 27th, fellow Cancerian, right here. Thank you for being here today. Oh, Monique, you are so sweet. Thank you. I was like, am I ever going to be able to look okay for you guys ever for date night again? I feel like I'm always working and up to the last freaking second, and myself is last. It's Jennifer. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night as well yourself, dear. Okay, watch for stuff. Watch for the balsamic moon. That's what we're in, Miss Kaylee. Yep. Be safe. I second that emotion there. So balsamic moons, guys, are a time for healing. Okay. And this is what it starts to look like up in the sky. And it's a final crescendo, the final breath, right? The final before the new beginning, before we start to wake up. I think coming into also the first decan of Pisces, people that have not yet have been on the spiritual journey for a hot minute, we're going to see a big influx here over the next 6 months. This is about letting go and moving on. When we say here, didn't even look at that card until now. Forgot all about it. Thank you for the reminder. You had to go on a Target run, Miss Ash. I love it. Boss babe energy, absolutely. Okay. Hey, Meredith, how are you? Meredith, if you're RN, teachers and nurses, I found I have so many nurse friends. Teachers and nurses always run together. I don't know why, but I've always found that to be true. Welcome in, welcome here. I'm so happy to see you in here. Ooh, Ash got some new makeup. That's always fun, and then I never get a chance to wear it. Oh, believe me, Diana, when I got Tequila makes her clothes come off this morning, I was like, in the Sam Hale, how in the world could that have anything to do with anything? All right, Miss Kaylee, I'm going to start with you, and we're going to go to either Minnow or Mino. Let me know phonetically so I don't keep pronouncing you wrong there. Thanks for being here. All right, Kaylee, as if I wasn't talking about a 6 of Wands is here on the bottom. Eight of Swords, near future, up in her head about a victory. Here's a one-to-one committed partnership, releasing some kind of heavy burden, Miss Kaylee. And balance of energy is trying to come in, but I think it's time for you to fly, right? We've got to exercise. If we've been in that chrysalis, the snakes are shedding, right? Transformation. It's time for us to use our wings here. So, messages for Kaylee, please, and thank you. Let me do a somebody said but so here for you. What's Kaylee coming in as? Somebody said but so is a summary technique that I use to teach my kids of how to summarize anything. So who is, who's involved? Who's the somebody? The said is the verb. So what do they do see here? What was the action? All right. So Kaylee, you're coming in as balanced here. Two of Cups. I just want what wants me. I just want what's fair coming back to me. Said, your verb. I am currently tempering pain into wisdom right now. Maybe you're having a two-fisted beverage. That didn't make sense. Are you double fisting beverages? I don't know. Okay. And then we have our but part of the story arc. That's the climax. Here is something that is in my flippin' way. The King of Wands, fixed energy of kings. So it could be someone pretty stubborn, Leo energy, but pretty damn sexy. Okay. I see it. I want it. It's mine, but I want what wants me. I'm tempering pain into wisdom here. I'm celebrating my victories. I'm ready to fly. You got wings. I said you got your wings here. Do you just need some Red Bull? But this King of Wands, King of Wands could be ego energy, the shadow of King of Wands. We do have our number 8 as our strength energy today with the 26 adding up to an 8. Let me know what you were doing 26 years ago. Would have been 2000. Okay, a 2-year of the High Priestess. That's our climax. But so I'm going to put in equal energy and I expect that back. That is what we are turning into wisdom here, is that I cannot continue to overgive because my own energy is then not alchemized properly, right? If I'm tampering with my own fish tank, okay, when I mix water with other people, their fish tank comes in with your fish tank, that energy alchemizes. And if yours is a higher frequency and theirs isn't, guess whose frequency gets lowered? Not the person who has the dirtier tank. Okay. But so I'm just going to celebrate. Okay. Kick my feet up for a hot second. Empress. Yeah. So I'm going to surrender here to what is and worry about what I'm calling in. I'm going to worry about balancing my own frequency here because that's all I can do. Yep. And I'm pushing back on anything that is not giving me back what I'm putting in. So here, Kayla, you're telling me whatever this is, you are pushing back on I'm not over giving anymore. If I'm not getting back what's due to me, I'm the damn Empress. And Empress is really the most important energy on the table because she doesn't need the Emperor. The Emperor needs her. Keep that in mind. Okay. Are you pushing back or holding back on walking towards your own Ace of Cups here? Well, that might just have you hightailing it or hauling ass towards some more confusion and another pattern. Just FYI, doesn't have to be. Of course, it's your choice, but I feel like that always is going to get you is going to get you stuck again. Okay. I don't know what your question was, and it never came out here. So I hope that helps you out, Miss Kaylee. I hope that helps you out. Okay. Next up, Minnow Minnow or Mino Mino? General. Is it a EE like mean, or meeny miny meany that way, or an I like an I? Vibration and frequency of sound matters. Let me go ahead and clear our mess. Okay. I love those cards. Thanks again, Peg. Alrighty then. Okay. Minnow Minnow opening up here with a King of Pentacles on the left. Why did I hear half and half? Half and half. Halfway in, halfway out of some kind of family situation. King of Pentacles. Are you about ready to retire? Yeah, you're about ready to walk away from perhaps an established way of being, something in the 3D reality. Time, money, energy, resources is looking for change. Oh, so the Seven of Swords wanted me to see itself, okay? I'm going to want to keep that in mind here. Wheel of Fortune energy. Going to get you my somebody said but so. Okay, keep in mind if any of these pre-shuffle cards come back, that you're going to those are going to be extra importance, okay? Oh my gosh, my poor cards. Look how hard I am on my cards. Just like my shoes. Hard on my cards and hard on my shoes. Okay. Minnow. Feeling a little anxious, Minnow. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So that is the somebody. Okay. So now, traditionally, Seven of Swords is a card of it's diplomatic. It's trying to be the peacekeeper for the good of all. So we see a person stealing swords from the army camp, but because for the higher good, he doesn't want the army or the service, military, whatever, to use them to hurt people. Okay, so normally I wouldn't be a thief, but I'm taking these so they can't they can't use them to hurt people. So this might be something for the higher good here. It's like, it's just best if all involved, it's best I walk away from either a King of Pentacles. I don't know if you're of retirement age, or if that is energy we're walking away from, a masculine energy or a long established Three of Pentacles, something. Time, money, energy, resources. Okay, so you're the somebody here of Seven of Swords, Minnow. Okay, sad, the action, the verb. So someone from our past coming into our present to affect our future. But there's a third energy here, a little looky-loo in this deck. Okay. What is my butt? Okay, what our general reading was tonight. I'm at a crossroads, Ange. I don't know which way to go. Yeah, you do. Because this is willful blindness in this deck. All she has to do is set down the thought of I'm stuck. Okay, and look at that balsamic moon here. This is what's going on now. All she has to do, she's holding both swords in one hand. I don't know. No, she's not, but that's what it looked like to me. So it's like one hand is behind the back and the other hand is holding two swords. And you got to let one of them go, because those things are going to get damn heavy here eventually. That's your butt. That is the climax or the problem. So I'm going to use my magician energy, okay? And look at that on this here. This is basically, it can be my minor arcana card for the lovers. And in this deck, the magician has the tulips on his robe, which does denote lover energy, choice energy. You have all the tools that you need, very basic interpretation of the magician. Gemini energy here. Master manifester. Have you been trying to manifest someone to come back in and they did, or they did and you're like, but I got to walk away from that happiness for some reason? Why in the world? Oh, because I already got a king. What is that song? I've got a man. Does anybody remember? It's old. Oh my God, I'm counting on the OGs there. That might be 90s R&B. I got it, man. Okay. Water energy here. I just did talk about diplomacy. So this is my card of my head and heart's aligned. I know what I want. I don't always use the words, but I know how to alchemize my energy. I know how to lead. I might do it quietly. So in your environmental energy here, there's an observation or learning about love. The Page of Swords is the fresh one. He knows nothing about love. He has no business even trying to like spy on a king. I am getting a little spying energy here with that Queen of Swords. Yeah, Five of Swords, honey. There's no winners. This is like play childish games, we get childish prizes. I don't know if this is happening around you. It feels like we need a personal reading, honey. I can't, especially if I'm new to your energy here. You do remember that song? Okay. Who is that? It's going to drive me crazy. You're not confused here. It's just that I think you're just trying to do what's best for everyone. I don't know that you're getting that same respect back here. So that's why I say, like, there's diplomacy here. It feels like, yes, I am trying to do what's best for everyone involved here. I feel like that Page of Swords is this little looky-loo here, looking on the love cup, perhaps from a water energy. If we got dueling earth and water kings here, whatever the new start is, whatever is all four aces of potential for you, Minnow, you got the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It feels like freedom. Okay, especially with that lover's vibe coming in for me here. I hope that helps you, Minnow. First time here, but now that you're subscribed to the channel, understand that once I read for any of you guys, you're then considered part of the collective energy that I read for all times, right? So once you're in there like swimwear, okay? I hope that helps you out. This sounds a little more complicated than maybe I feel like you'd want me to get into. Yeah, it could have something to do with marriage. This is karmic justice here. Yeah, it feels like it's time to get out of Dodge there. But it's like, ooh, I got to do what's right for everyone involved. Okay. All right. I hope that helps you out there a little bit. Okay, somebody said, but so establishment. Okay. If you're retiring, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay, let's see. After Minnow, target is for the you're so funny. Susie Watt, yes. She used to say, yeah, Friday. And then there was the there's a lobster loose. Okay. All right. I can't see very far. Okay, let's see. After minnow, you say you have no chill. I like how weird it gets in here. So guidance, Miss Diana. Okay, absolutely. Okay, Miss Diana, there's the patterns here we might be looking at, or this could be a pattern of someone coming in and not being able to control their words. I don't like that combination, like putting the burden on you because they pull off the mouth. Well, it's kind of like that. Well, you caused me to say such and such and such to you. No, you didn't. That's their own subconscious triggers. That's their own anger, their own pain and trauma that they have not processed. All right, there you go. There's your full energy, Diana. New leap of faith towards your happiness. Turquoise. Something about turquoise. Oh, Pisces. We just hit this today. An aviator in the clouds. She's literally amongst the clouds here. Understanding we progress most quickly when we accept the highest level of responsibility that we can manage. So this is about going above and beyond, like it's like the Navy SEALs, right? Yes, you can be in the military, but if you're a SEAL, that's similar, or this is akin to an aviator in the clouds. No matter that you cannot see the ground beneath you, you're still above it with all the clouds below you. You can't see the land and you fly in anyway. Okay. And not everybody's willing to do that. So this is like the creme de la creme. This has to do with the creme de la creme. Okay. What's your verb? Ooh, 8 of Wands. So that can be spiritual downloads, especially with my attention being pulled to Pisces energy. Becoming whatever it is that we idealize. That is where Uranus, Neptune is sitting right now. Neptune and Pisces, hurling towards water. This is the creme de la creme. Okay, so I need you to be visioning already what it is, like what does the top of the game look like to you? That's going to be different for everybody. What's your ultimate of ultimates? I need you really to start seeing and feeling that, being in that energy. Okay. But I got too much on my plate right now. Okay, so this is but our climax here is just get your own energy right. Just get your own feminine and masculine balanced out here. So this next ship can come in, this opportunity, the creme de la creme. Oh my God. This is after a while, right? 6 of Wands, Leo energy. 6 days, 6 weeks. What are we trying for here? Okay, so boom, boom. I'm just not seeing the cup. Okay, so what's blocking you here, or your resolution here for this is there's still a little bit more to temper, looking a little bit deeper at what is holding you back from really reaching a little higher. I feel like you're way more capable of what it is that you're reaching for here. And if there was a Knight of Swords devil energy in your environment coming at you, that's like nasty words. That's like emotional lunatic, like aggressive, angry person, someone that has a lot of rage, which is unprocessed and unhealed trauma. Doesn't mean you need to take their cup. They are in no way ready for your energy, not even a little bit. Yep. Okay. So we've got a new start here at rebalancing. Okay. Even here, this slow and steady wins the race. Keep plodding away at whatever it's going to equate Navy SEAL status. It's going to be going like, not everybody can do this, but you can. Okay. Cancerian energy aligning here. This is your karmic due, honey. This is your just desserts. You deserve this sunshine coming here. What's getting in your way is this an emotional lunatic here in your environment? The devil and the Knight of Swords. Do not like that combination. I certainly hope it's not like a mental trigger of, oh no, not me. Why would I be good at doing that? Then we'd be our own worst enemy, right? I feel like these downloads or this communication that you're getting here taking you to victory, it does feel like more like 6 weeks. But you've got to align, you've got to balance it, because the head and the heart are aligned in order to drive the chariot with your soul. Okay. Or it's something about going further than normal people can, like myself. Well, I don't think I would actually call myself normal, but anyway, this is a lesson revolved around emotional stuckness or what has made us not happy. It's like it's unfamiliar with what an actual cup feels like that feels good. And I don't know this to be true. Like I said, if there is that emotional lunatic that's like, it's so desensitizing that we don't recognize a love cup when it comes at us, because there's been a long time experience of not that. So the resolution here are there's a little more tempering to do. Temperance takes a long time. There's a puzzle piece still missing here. I want you to dig around a little bit more in there, okay, Dee? I hope that helped you. You Miss Navy SEAL, you. Okay, just guidance. I love it. I hope that helped you. Miss Ash, you are next, and Judy Jude. And let's see, we got Minnow. Okay, I can pull come back, Kaylee, since I let go of question mark at the end. If we got time here, I think we should. General for Monique. Okay, got it. Okay, AD, I'm not sure if you're chatting to somebody else. I got a man. What your man got to do to, yes, what is that song? I ain't trying to hear that, see. Thank you guys for getting my weirdness. Okay. Oh, it was 90s when you were in your country era there, Day. I was in my New Zealand era in the early 90s. And late 80s for sure, when I still had big hair, colored Wranglers, and going like it was like so much fun to go with my mom and do line dancing and yeah, all that fun stuff. All right, Miss Ash, let's see what just came out on the pre for you here. Ace of Pentacles with this new leap. Where you going? 5 of Cups and 6 of Pentacles. Check the fine writing before you sign any kind of a contract, Ash. Okay, yeah. You have had experience with this before. It can cause some problems later. Check the fine print. Yeah, there's something being obscured. Ashley. Ashley. Somebody said, but so for Ashley, please. That was a no. Okay. Something's obscured here. What do you feel chained to? Okay, today is the 15th, so this could feel very current here. And Capricorn, I feel like that's part of our beginning of the story arc. It's like a exposition. Okay. So, damn, Queen of Pentacles to like, is this some kind of mother energy, either interfering? Let's see. Here, you're coming in as Queen of Pentacles, like trying to graduate into the Empress, but in order, there's those soul codes energy, the soul code, which is an not including ego. We rise above the crown chakra pink in order to get into the iridescent soul star chakra. What's your butt? Wow. Emperor, Empress. Okay, but Emperor. What's the Emperor doing? So, taking forever. Well, if there's a loyalty here, but I feel like you're like, I'm teetering on my last nerve here. Who is this? 22 energy, master builder. Okay, 22 is a 4 of the emperor. I saying 22 because we've got the 11 of justice, which is a 2, and the 2 of swords. What's up with this? Okay, like I said, with the moving into the last or the first decan of Pisces energy here, the next 6 months, I feel like these flames are going to be lit for a lot more people. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going to require strength here. Something that's going to come to light. Who's causing this problem? It's like a too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. Too much feminine energy, or like someone thinking they know better than you, but they're the senior of the class, queen, cardinal energy, Capricorn. It's like it's, are you trying to, if it feels a little bit like what's that word for appease? It's like you're trying to appease. Everybody just calm down here. Hold your horses. But it's like trying to walk away from something inevitable here in this instance. Now, still the positive light of 7 of swords, I'm trying to do this for the betterment of everyone because we have it surrounded by the Knight of Cups and Judgment, more water energy here, and you're stuck at the water of Judgment. And it's like, okay, God help me. Like, someone's like, challenge. I feel like you're being too nice, okay? I would have done already opened up a can of whoop ass on what this is. Maybe it's like that's why it's taken all the strength I have to hold me back, because I'm about to unleash my tongue on somebody and not a good way. They think they know everything. They're gonna F around and find out. I think somebody's gonna try to push you a little bit too far, and they ain't gonna like what happens. So you're very familiar with what's going on here. You're just trying to keep the peace, but this is an old energy too coming back around. It does feel like that test that we saw in the general reading. Are you going to react a different way to a sorts? If you've been keeping the peace thus far or haven't said anything, I feel like that's not the right answer. You got to stand up for yourself here, because we're trying to walk away from making a judgment or making a call of some sort. But I feel like in order to step into this next tier of consciousness, you got to call an asshole an asshole. You got to say, butt out of my business when they need to butt out of your business. Because I tell you what, if you don't do that early and nip that shit in the bud, they will run you over. Okay. You're like, I'm just trying to do what's right here. But why? Like, why are you the only one that feels like I'm walking on a thin wire here? You're trying to get your just desserts as well. But when this comes around, if you haven't said anything before, just out of keeping the peace, this is the whole point of your next hierarchy of consciousness. You've got to say something, whatever this is. Okay. And it's like, if you don't say it at that time, remember, not a Zippo, it's a match. Light their ass right back on fire, especially if they don't expect it. Answer their question with a question. If they're being too damn nosy, well, that's interesting. Why do you ask? You don't have to answer just because they asked, especially if they're none of their fucking business. Sorry. I'm feeling very frustrated in this. It's like I'm always trying to do the right thing here, but not everybody else is. So that's why you need to say what you need to say, because out of love, you stopped yourself before, but I think the whole point is using your voice. Okay. It felt very frustrating to me. I'm just trying to be here with my partner. Like, who are all these players? That's a lot of people. And as I say that, is this about a party? Okay. Yeah. Someone's about to F around and find out. I think you need to open up can of whoop ass ash. A can of whoop ash. See what we did there. I think you need to open up a can of whoop ash. And you might need to put that on a t-shirt for yourself. It's Judy. Gosh. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Let me pause for just a second. Let me pause. Jude, what's this with the ancient pyramids here? I just saw stick shift. I've never gotten that from this card ever. What are you shifting into? What's Jude shifting into? Double page energy. That came out sophomore to a senior. Okay. Walking away from an old pattern. That's good. That your shift, yeah, it's a different shift. Oh, okay. I'm filling my own cup. I'm in a peaceful energy. It's taken me a hot second to get here. Your action is you're using your fuck it stick. Finally. You can see the forest for the trees. I look how his eyes are like literally at the top of the wand. The top of the pyramid, the top of the food chain, reaching higher, baby. What is that? Doom, 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 doom. Higher, baby. I don't, that's all I got. Higher, baby. Doom, doom, doom. Okay. But it is going to require you to walk away from, um, for this bucket stick for you to use and reach higher. You got to go further for that. You're saying, this is what I want. My hands are open to receive this cup, and I'm going to get it. And he has a wand with him. I don't know if I've ever noticed how many times. It never ceases to amaze me. No matter how many thousands of times I can use a deck, it says you're going higher. This is the stake you've walked to many a path, many a time, and you're getting ready to pass through it. You're getting ready to pass this point where you haven't been before. Okay, so you got to get your ducks in a row. Remember, they're trying to create the star here in the Five of Wands. Leo energy, you've got fire here. Fire, baby. Fire, baby. Do-do-do. Oh, what is that? Fire, baby. Okay. So you're going to take, you're going farther than the Five of Wands. Now you're going to the Eight of Wands because you're using the lens of love. You're using your waters. You're using emotion because that is the power. The power is in the emotion of this. Okay. So you are graduating you are going further from a sophomore to a senior towards this sun. Let's see what's guiding you there. Yeah, baby, lots of experience. Damn. Okay, Mars is what's driving you here. Double Aries energy. So you've been cooking on this for a hot minute, Chicky Doo. Okay, you getting ready to get your groove back here. There's your energy, and there's the star. I mean, this is a lot of people here too. So Aries, Aries, Taurus, Taurus. Where's Aries at right now? Um, Evolving a creative assertiveness towards the furtherment of potentials. It's a Four of Wands energy and Chiron, the healer. I feel like that's what is being healed here. You're going further, the furtherment of potentials higher, baby. You're going further than you've gone. It feels nice. But whatever this money coming in, retirement energy, cash flow, Venus energy, that's the mature woman being reawakened to romance here. This has been brouhaha and for a while, this new start here. There's someone of emperor status coming at you. They smart and good looking. Is there a smart and good looking store somewhere that I don't know about? Okay. I don't know if this is making any sense, but your star. Oh, and look at the star inside. Like, look at all three of these. You are going toward you creating the star. You're moving quickly from 5 to 8, from freshman to senior because of your energetic boost, because you're going past the point of where you've reached for before. You're aiming higher, baby. Because your energy is higher. Remember, that's what comes back into you on the receiving end of that soul star. I feel like it's like, Judy, go home. You already know what you're doing. Like you don't need me, but I am very curious about where the hell you are going. It feels good. It feels nice. I like that you're starting, it's all like there's a lot of cups and water. That is this Cancerian and Capricorn axis. This is going to be a big deal shift for you, honey. This is what's ever coming up. This is going to be a big deal shift. Told ya. Don't get in your. Or I joked about the earth. I think it was Virgo. I was like, you good in bed, and they just don't want to sleep when they're with you. It could be water air combo there. I don't know what it is. It's like it feels like it's like a not a secret, but like a tee hee hee. Like you're being very not modest. Let me think of the right word here. Modest. Uh it's like giggly, like I'm just hearing giggles. Maybe that's the way it feels. That's just the way it feels. Okay. Reunion type energy. Here's this cup coming in. Okay. Uh higher baby. That's what I got for you. Higher baby. I don't know, maybe you're just getting some a good strain of something nice to puff on. Higher baby. I don't know. Take it as it resonates for you. Okay. Wow. That felt exciting. Okay. You don't have to tell. All right. Moni Moni, you are up next. I hope that helped, Judy. That was okay. Yeah, we got there eventually. That's what she said. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Minnow Minnow. Thank you. Absolutely. You're so welcome. Uh, I was just joking and I just saw Crystal's smoko break there. See? General Pool Crystal. See? That must have made me look up there. Judy's going, I don't do that shit. I don't, I don't know how you even sound, Judy. I think we might need a phone call. All right, cards for my lovely Moni Moni. Moni Moni. Okay. Got about 30 more minutes here. If you pre-shuffle here, if you'd like me to pull for you, helps if you put a heart in there so I can use my old ass eyes to see clear across the table. Healing a Three of Swords energy here. Looking at love from a fresh perspective, even though you've had plenty of experience with it here. 44. Didn't I mention? No, that was 88. 88 and 77. New started a new project or a new love with fresh eyes. A whole new perspective on marriage, relationships, peace, what you've learned. You've learned a lot. Whatever this lesson, I said the Hierophant lesson there for our general reading. Whatever you learned, guys, this that reading was for you. That it was a big one. It was the big one, Lamanche. Okay, it was. All right. A water sprite energy, responding to the feelings and the subtle mysteries, dancing with the rhythm of life. Okay. Somebody said, but so for my Moni Moni. Okay, wanting to come out in chunks. It's yeah, because that Four of Swords, right? It starts with the Three Swords of healing, and then underneath the character is the Sword of Truth. I have tempered a lot of pain into wisdom. King of Pentacles. Libra energy there. Three of Swords, if you're not familiar, especially if you're new watching or new to tarot, that is fear of heartbreak. And I feel like this is what we're tempering into wisdom of like, oh, well, I learned that hot lava's hot and it sucks everything down. Nobody survives the hot lava, right? Whatever hot energy can burn us up can also pull us underneath that. All right, so that's part of your exposition here. I feel like you're the experienced earth energy there. Okay. Somebody said your verb ain't nothing to see here, Ange. Get out my business. You asked. Depends on which wolf you feed. Is it going to be the wolf of fear, that wolf of that unknown? Feel like I'm directing you back to the reading from tonight. Okay. Yeah. So you are successfully ending a cycle here. Saturn, you've learned this lesson. And when we complete a cycle, okay, Saturn ruled in today's date and today's energy. Part of the sextile there. Lesson is being incorporated and learned. Okay, so what's our resolution about? This is like the general reading, okay? About trying to create my star and what happens when I get in my head about endings or ending chaos, confusion. Okay. It's like children. That's what you're like, but I can't do anything. My hands are tied. Like, this is not something that you can't do, that you can't help. Okay. Right? Like an injury is an injury. Can't help that. This is something that you can help. And if we're being willfully up in our heads about it, or we're convincing ourselves that we're not ending something because it's going to bring too much pain or it's too hard to do, I feel like that's what you're tempering into wisdom now. I don't have to keep remaking my dream over and over again. My dream is still my fucking dream. And if we keep staying in our mind about the past, okay, Five of Cups, Scorpio energy, remember that new energy in Minerva. It's about moving away from a beloved past and having curiosity for a greater experience. This is my Pete and repeat. Went to the store. You're blocking your own joy. If you hang on to the same decision you've made before, we're still going to get Five of Wands, Eight of Swords, and Five of Cups. New wand, new cup. That's on the other side of you blocking your happiness here. Okay. On the other side, the other actionable choice, we've actually got an Ace of Wands and a full cup here, Moni. Old decision, old repeat, more heartbreak. New decision, new spicy, new creative flair, new beginning. There's peace here. There's the long time coming of healing. We're just going to keep waiting for the same result. Okay. This is a new decision. How can Moni make a new decision? Well, how will she know the new decision? The actual cup that you deserve, karma that's due to you, and the Pinnacle of Pentacles. You see how different, not only how different it looks, but how different it feels. I wish you could feel my feelings. Like pressure just came off of my chest. I don't know what you're not ending in. What are we not cutting and severing? I don't know what that is for you, honey. It's just like Pete and repeat. Went to the store. Pete went in. Who came out? Repeat. Like on ad nauseum, like on end. Over and over and over. But stay out of my business about it. All right. They is what they is there. You know what you can do about it. Your heart deserves an actual king. Okay. Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. You don't have to save all the cats in the neighborhood. Okay. We can try, but our time might be better served with actually volunteering on the weekends or something, or putting funds toward our favorite animal cause to save those stray cats. Stray cats, I'm joking about it, but it's stray cat strut. Shoes thrown at me from a mean old man, get my dinner from a garbage can. It's like, I'm a good guy. Something about a Casanova. I'm a Dunda Casanova. Da, 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 da. Shoes thrown at me by a mean old man. Yeah, you don't have to keep it eating out of the recycled trash can, okay? There's way more other cups to be found, it feels like. And what can you do about it? We saw there was. So your choice. I don't know what that is for you. Again, these are feeling like they're getting in here pretty deep, guys, and this is only the first layer. You know me. I like to go through all the layers of the onion. So for me, even though I can only do short little ones, it's very dissatisfying for me because I like to dig in there and get to the heart of the matter. All right. But your will gets weak. Is there some forgiveness stuff we have to still do, even if you don't love them anymore? Okay. And if it's a stray cat Casanova, different meat suit, same lesson. Let's get her done. Okay. Oh no. Let's get her done. That's basically a yes. Get the ball in the goalpost. This one. Okay. Regarding your healing, because this is a lot. This is a go back to the general reading if you miss some of it, honey, because that's, yeah. By the mean old man. Nine of Swords. Okay. Crystal. I hope that made some damn sense. All right. Oh, you're not from Southwestern Ohio? I think it was like QFM 96 or something, Susie Wad. It was like in the 70s, I'm pretty sure. Ferocious Ambition. Monica, thank you for coming in. Where the contract? Okay. De-escalate. Oh, okay. Oh no. Yeah, Ash, I feel like we need to dig into that together. You do, Judy? You drive a stick shift? So do I. And my car guy said that the women buying, because I had to finally get my new car because the old one, I've always driven a stick shift. I find it helps me pay attention better with my ADHD. And it's more interesting. Driving's not so boring, right? It keeps you on alert. Your fucking stick is for sure being used. Okay. Good. See you, Miss Peg. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, you're so welcome, dear. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, Miss Crystal. And then I'll come back, Kaylee. Uh, fast. I mean, this is fast. This is fast. Crystal, double fast energy. It's like, but then there's one thing trying to slow it down or slow on the brakes for some reason. Yeah. There's an inevitability to this. There's that higher consciousness from this resurrected lesson or repeating pattern for our soul to solve. Let's get my somebody said but so for Miss Crystal, please, and thank you. All right. Okay, so you're studying here, studying balance, how to balance my energy. I'm observing that even if someone is saying they're balanced, doesn't mean that they are, because there's this little pentacle here that's not being seen. So again, the energy of check the writing. Six of Pentacles is a stage card, so you don't exactly always know what's going on in this in stage cards, and they can vary in meaning so much between decks. But I feel like this one is about something that appears to be fair and even. It's like someone's putting their finger on the scale to make it cost more, right? You got to do more research on this. You've got to dig a little bit deeper. So what you digging into here? Okay, so that's you. The action is something to do with a contract or what is being an offer. Okay. Yeah, hold back until you get all the information. What's our climax? But because this could be repeating a pattern, but it also could be our boss babe energy, because the devil can be used for good. That's the good part of our ego. It's what gets us up in the morning. Holding back on the devil, holding back on shadow, fighting back on shadow. You're like, oh, this feels familiar. I don't want to repeat that. Let's see what this is in the, okay, good. So if that general reading was resonating for you, when this comes to tempt you, when that chance to make a different choice that is not fear-based, you have no problem here. It's like, well, that wasn't hard, Ange. I thought it was going to be a real challenge. Okay, whole new collaboration here. But you're the one holding the hammer from what you've learned. Oh, and you're like, amateur hour. They were trying to, I was talking about cars earlier, right? They were trying to sell me this amount or this contract when I did my research, and I know damn well that was 4,000 over the asking, the manufacturer's price or whatever that is. It's just a general metaphor. 69 energy, Cancerian vibes, opposing Earth. It could be too, I think, like, yes, this will make me happier. Yes, I know I'm overqualified. But I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy to do it because it's like the happiness factor means more to you than the money factor. There's a status here associated with it. So maybe it's like you get the bennies are really fucking nice, right? And you're like, well, it's 10,000 less than what I was hoping for, but the benefits are really nice. has good insurance. I'm able to take care of myself. It gives me status, so it's an increase in title. Yeah, I'm overqualified, but at this point, like, who cares? It's what makes me feel good. Okay. Here's a Six of Cups here. I feel like that's the moving away from past energy. You've already learned this lesson. Yeah, you're stepping into a leadership role here, hon. The offer, it's like it comes in fast, but you're like, no. It feels like it comes out of nowhere. I've been working for something like this the whole time. And like, is it not coming? It's not coming. It's not coming. And then I feel like maybe somebody, like a friend, refers you, gives you the lead. It's something you've been, it's like the perfect role for you. Again, you're overqualified and it's not as much financially, but the benefits outweigh it. Like maybe it's really good hours, maybe you can work from home. Whoever gives you this lead, okay, on this information or is leading you to this offer, it's again a karmic just desserts. Okay. Intuitively, you'll know whether it feels right for you or not. Like it's not like the most money or the happiest of happy, but it's right there. It's a sweet spot. This feels like the sweet spot crystal. And if somebody gives you a lead on something, check it out fast. Like do it the same day, reach out, send the emails, make the phone call at the same time that it's given to you. Okay. Because it feels like it's a pretty good deal. Like it'll get snatched up. I don't know if you're buying something, but it feels like, yeah, that's kind of an offer like hard to refuse. Why would anybody refuse it? Okay. Stray cat strut. That's what that was. Thank you. I know, Judy, you Virgo, but the Queen of Wands is the justice energy, right? Of the I listen to all sides and I must be like fair and biased and like very analytical. Like, you smart. You smart. And then I was going to ask for Kaylee, what do you need to let go of? Kaylee. Oh, I was going to use my block deck for you. If you're still here watching, let me know, and I'll pull a block card for you as well if you would like one. Okay. Always appreciate. 420. I love you. Oh man, I love you guys. You're the best. See, I get to laugh and I get to have fun with y'all. It's like literally my only fun of today. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Moni, I'll pull your somebody said but so too, Monica. All right. Kaylee, what is it that you need to let go of here? See, I already forget what you read. So I'm not going to be able to refer back to it, but hopefully I jotted something down or you know the gist of what I said. Kaylee's block, please, and thank you. Doing all the work yourself. If it's not fair and balanced, if I'm not getting back what I'm putting in, I got to stop doing it. You got to stop. Okay. Yeah. If you're, yeah, that's not sustainable. Okay. And your environmental energy. Yeah. Yeah. Love stinks. You stop believing in love. You let yourself heal, please, so that you can be open again in the future. Okay. That would be that block. I feel like that was in your cards. Like if it's not equal and fair, then it's a no. Okay. It's a no. All right. Monica's, somebody said, but so. All right. So you're coming in. as your own power card and raising your consciousness about this inevitable judgment call. Okay, Scorpio power card, resurrection energy. This is Archangel Gabriel of the throat chakra using your voice, sounding the trumpet, resurrecting energies to come right back around, which could be a lesson, person, reason, things that are soul. It's soul work. It's soul work. Okay, it's you as a somebody. The action said Knight of Cups, a love offer. You're still holding out the cup of love, even though it's the horse is standing. Okay, it's not moving, but you're still holding it open. But the conflict here is Five of Pentacles. What if I get left out in the cold? What if I want to take this with me? Yeah, it's our, you can't, honey. Okay, this is a resurrected lesson about your heart. Renewal, peace, love. Only the lotuses, grow in mud, one damn petal at a time. Maybe been inching away, like getting like a carving out of like stone. Like I'm hearing that like tink tink, chipping away. Okay. Okay, thank God. Successful completion of a cycle. You know, whatever this is, I don't have to tell you. So the conflict is, lack mentality. My first eye was drawn to her reaching back here. That's what was feeling emotional. Okay. Yeah, you know what this is. So I just said that. Boy, the Page of Swords has been making his appearances tonight. Okay. Researching on how to push back on what you're pushing back on, making a different choice because of this. I don't think you can really push back on Eight of Wands. That's where Black Moon Lilith is right now. Two men playing chess, choosing the optimal path with a hopeful expectation. Single energy there. Choosing the optimal path with a hopeful expectation. Okay. Someone from the past coming into the present to affect the future, but you got to choose. Okay. And it looks like you choosing you. All right. You know how fabulous you are. What's the block here for Monica? And let's see if anybody else has blocks they want me to look at. Got about 7 more minutes until I'm cutting myself off. Okay, what's the block here for? I don't know that there is one other than up here. What's the block here? Why is the horse stalled? Why is the horse stopped? The chipping away. Okay. So guys, this is kind of funny. Y'all don't know this, but going away for the weekend with Monica to Hocking Hills. They're backpack getting out and mingling with some new people, or well, we're not socializing. I guess that's the whole freaking point of it. Getting too serious too soon, get to know each other before fully committing to this new cup. And in the environmental energy, the block could be soulmate only. Okay, not just one soulmate. There are many soulmates who would be great for you. There isn't just the one and the only one. right? There's ones that definitely feel better than the others and are definitely not as hard of lessons as the others. But that's what's surrounding you there. Okay, I hope that made sense for you. Okay, coming back around to anybody else? Kaylee, did you get that? Oh, really? Well, maybe we'll see for coffee on the way. Okay. All right. See you later, Miss Moni Moni. Good night. All right. Fear of touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others, Miss Moni. Since I was just talking to you. Okay. All right, Judy. What is Judy's block? What is blocking that beautiful energy? Vulnerability. That's today's energy. The path of vulnerability. Okay. What's blocking Judy Jude here? What blocks does she need to be aware of? Maybe hiding in the subconscious, especially if connected to a trigger. Please help my people out here, Spirit. Okay, self-neglect. That's the other song. But it's that's my type, that's my type. Okay, so be open to different types of people because you may be surprised what you find. And you're neglecting your own needs here. So didn't you get that me talks before? I remember random things, but me talks, detox from retreating. Okay, fear of being hurt. That was tonight's reading. Staying stuck. Okay, so the block is like, I like my damn hermit energy, so what? But that can also mean that you're neglecting filling your heart, right? Filling your heart with sunshine, with the outdoors, with doing something for just you that does not have to do with anybody else. This is like okay, thank you. Where did we drop? All right. Yeah, I think this started happening about the 2 hour mark before as well. So, Judy, the block here is that you think that this person is not your type. And also that you need to get out. Okay. For a retreat, it's like we can become addicted to staying home or staying in, retreating. But it's time to get out and try. Hurt has made you retreat, but then that also keeps us stuck, right? And repeating old patterns. It's time to try something new. So whatever that juiciness was coming in for you in your little mini read here, I think it catches you by surprise that maybe it's not physically your type, but I was going on about the intellect. So I think it's somebody who really you're attracted to their brain, really, really smart. But yeah, this is also to your block is taking care of everybody else. And then when it comes to yourself, you're just like, no, I'm not doing nothing for me. And I said about the me talks, and we had that like addiction. Time to step out out of the comfort zone. I was just repeating myself anyway. So I think that was everybody that wanted a block card, and I got those out there for you. Diana, are you still here? Any blocks for Diana, or that mic just thought on me completely? I don't know what it is about the 2 hour mark. Any blocks for Diana? Okay, we got the neglecting own needs. Okay, and this is like I said this, that I remember, like in your, if we don't know getting crumbs, you deserve more than crumbs. Sometimes when we haven't had like real loving energy, we forget what that feels like, and we get used to the Knight of Swords devil combo of emotional lunatic. Wait for the one who adores you. There will be someone. Okay. It's okay if it's just for, for sex. That's convenient, but know that you deserve more than even sex crumbs. Okay. And if we're waiting for love to save us, stop waiting and start looking, it says. All right. We're just afraid to get hurt, but you already done been. And that was the worst it's going to get. Okay. Remember, you got your karmic just desserts coming to you. See, love is the answer. Somebody that does not need fixing. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off of here, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Monday on the next one for the all signs. Love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And bye-bye for now. Judy has to put on her bra to get out of the comfort zone. I love it. She cracks me up.